What's going on, everyone? Just checking in again since my last video. I think I updated that I was going to plan on trying to get back into doing some gouache painting, which I've done. Much happier with gouache than I am with transparent watercolor. It's just a little bit of adjustment trying to get back into it because after, for convenience sake, trying to work with watercolor for so long, it's kind of messed my head up a little bit, because I'm sure if you've worked with watercolor, you probably know that you get an idea in your head about putting down a mark or something, and then you put down the mark, and then watercolor tries to figure out what it wants to do after you put the mark down. So it's just not really my preferred medium. So these are a couple little thumbnails I've been doing, trying to get back into the feel of opaque paint. Quite honestly, I'm not really in a position to try to paint oil right now, so I'm going back to gouache in the meantime. And so far I'm liking it so much better. Immediately there's just more depth and texture with gouache, which, that should be pretty obvious, but I've been in kind of a painting famine for so long. It's like a breath of fresh air to try to use gouache again. So I had another little watercolor that I was going to show you in comparison to like this, so you can kind of see the difference. Not that you probably need me to tell you the difference between gouache and watercolor, but it's just there's so much more depth and atmosphere and texture with gouache over transparent watercolor. It's just, man, I can't do it anymore. So anyway, that's my long-winded story about what I'm trying to do now. So just showing a couple of these thumbs that I've done recently with gouache. This is a little farmhouse that I've done this previously in actual watercolor. Man, I'm so much happier with this. I mean, it's just, I just love it. As tiny as it is and unfinished as it is, I just absolutely love it. And then I did this one. This is another one that I did quite a while ago, except I did it, I tried it in watercolor and in a much larger format. These are, I think these are like 4.5 by 2.5 inches or something like that, roughly. But I can't get over the difference in quality. It's just so much better. I mean, it just looks great to me. It almost looks impressionistic or something. I don't really know, but looking forward to working with gouache again more. Anyway, that's my whole update. I'm actually going to start a little online studio called 4.5 Studios.